everyone, welcome to my channel. I just want to say thank you for everyone who subscribed, and thank you for all those who clicked on this video just to kind of, hear what I have to say and what the cards have to say about the situation. So we're going to be talking about Asia Maynard and kind of dive in a little deep into the situation. I have a couple of questions that I have asked. I will leave the timestamps in the description box below so you guys can navigate through the video however you please. I hope you guys enjoy, and we'll just get into it. Asia Maynard, show me the circumstances leading up to your death, please. Asia Maynard, show me the circumstances leading up to your death. Alright, so first off, let's just go through the cards as they are presented here. So we have the Fool. The Fool is all about taking chances, okay? The Fool is all about taking risks and starting a new journey, okay? But with it being in the reverse, this is someone who took a risk without looking at the consequences and without looking at the benefits. So this is someone who took a risk blindly, you know what I mean? Not really taking a bigger look at the situation, kind of doing their homework, really getting to know a situation before they get themselves into it. But it's just almost going off emotion and just kind of going with the situation, trusting that if you take this leap of faith, if you take this risk, if you, kind of just go with the flow, that things are going to turn out okay. But with the Fool being in reverse, things are not going to be okay. That risk is not a risk that should be taken, right? So, and this is someone who was, I feel, emotionally expressive, okay? You have this Queen of Cups next to the Fool card. So this was someone who was a little bit probably too open about their life or about their emotional state. This is someone who was a little bit too open about who they were, their situation, kind of how they've been feeling, how they've been emotionally. This is someone who was just a little bit too vulnerable, okay, and not being aware of who they were being vulnerable with. And then next to the Queen of Cups, you have the Hermit card. The Hermit card, this is probably someone who felt like they were alone, kind of doing their own thing, and they probably got a little bit tired of being alone. They probably wanted to go out and really have a good time, because the Three of Cups is about celebration, having a good time, going out there, like mingling with people. And I kind of feel like this is where she kind of wanted to be. She kind of, probably was in a place where she spent a lot of alone time, and probably a lot of isolation from the outside world, especially as far as dating. And she probably just kind of wanted to get out there and kind of see how things were in the dating world. She probably needed some sort of affection, you know what I mean? And sometimes when you're alone for a while, you kind of want the affection or the company of another human being. And usually you'll just kind of go, on a dating app to see what's out there, especially if you have kids or other responsibilities. You probably don't get a chance to really go out with friends and kind of have like a good time. So that's probably where the dating app kind of came from, just checking it out to see, what kind of connections were out there. But then it's like, she fell into the wrong hands. Okay, this is, the devil is all about, it could be about addictions. It could be connections that are not necessarily the best for you, connections that kind of give you immediate gratification without that long-term satisfaction. That's what the Devil card is all about. And I feel like this Devil card in reverse, to me, it's a little bit worse than what the Devil card will be upright. Because the Devil card upright, it already means like having attachments that are not necessarily healthy. But with the Devil card in reverse, this could be someone who doesn't necessarily show their face or show that they are the devil in the flesh right away. This person can be cloaked. This person can be manipulative, but in a way that you don't necessarily see coming. This is just someone who appears to be something that they're not, okay? So this is kind of the situation that she kind of got herself in. This is how, at least the cards are coming off, how it happened. Okay, Asia Maynard, what were the circumstances leading up to your death? What were the circumstances leading up to your death? Okay, two more. What were the circumstances leading up to your death? You have the Ace of, sorry, I can't see it upside down. The Ace of Swords here. This is not someone who's really thinking clearly. This is not someone that's thinking logically, okay, at all. This is someone who is really kind of taking a risk here, because the Fool card in reverse is clarified by this Ace of Swords. This Ace of Swords is about thinking and trying to gain a higher knowledge. This is someone who in the upright who is already not super knowledgeable. This is already someone who is not really, at the top of their grade, because the further you go from the Ace all the way to like the King of Swords, right? There is some sort of thought process behind this. And once you get up to the King, this is somebody who is really in their right state of mind. They understand what's going on. There is something about not being in the right state of mind, okay? And making a premature choice and not really thinking about the situation in depth, okay? Okay, let's see. This is like a bad judgment call. I feel like this is just a bad judgment call. And let's just keep going, because I don't want to say too much. Six of Swords. Okay, so I kind of feel not only was this a bad judgment call, but I also feel like there was some sort of argument or some sort of exchange of words, okay, to where these two people were not on the same page. And I feel like there was a later realization that this was not the best choice to have made, okay? This choice to go out on this date with this guy was purely based off of emotion and not really necessarily kind of doing your homework on a person, not really getting to know the person for who they are, just kind of, just taking like this leap of faith, thinking that you know this person, and really it's like one of those things where you don't really think that these type of things can happen to you until you get yourself in a situation that you can't necessarily get out of, because you have this Judgment card here, okay? It clarifies this Queen of Cups. This is someone making a decision based solely off of emotion, okay? And not necessarily logically thinking things through, because you have this Eight of Swords in reverse. And then you have this Six of Swords. In the upright, this is like moving on, right? But in reverse, this is not necessarily being able to move on or get yourself out of a situation due to some sort of conflict, okay? And then this conflict comes from being out on this date. This three of cups is about celebration or celebrating. And then it's Five of Swords. It talks about some sort of conflict, okay? Conflict without resolution. And then Five of Pentacles is about being able to, in the regular tarot deck, it's about moving yourself out of a situation that's kind of going poorly, that really doesn't have any success and doesn't really have anything coming out of it. And with this Devil card in reverse, I mean, it is highlighting this Devil card in reverse, not necessarily being able to get out of this situation with this person who is not really being 100% honest about who they are and what their intentions are, okay? And I just truly feel like this is a mistake. This was a mistake. This is not something necessarily that she intended on happening. This is not something that she went into this date thinking that she was going to end up losing her life that night. That is not the case here. It just was a mistake, and kind of being open and vulnerable to the wrong person. You have this three of swords here. Okay, this is someone who is complete. I just feel like her soul is not necessarily at rest here, because I honestly do feel like this was a mistake. I just don't think that this was necessarily a situation that she really wanted to end up in, okay? At least not with this outcome. Okay, Asia Maynard, show me the circumstances leading up to your disappearance. I don't know, something about the hand, okay? Something about the wrist. I'm really feeling pain over there in that area. Okay. Asia Maynard, please show me. Okay. What is this here? The Ten of Swords. Honestly, this is a lot of trapped energy. And I don't know if this was a situation to where she felt trapped or she was physically trapped in a situation. But I just feel like there's some sort of being trapped or not being able to get out. Because Ten of Swords is about being able to close out a cycle and move on to the next. And the fact that it's in reverse just seems like there is like not being able to get out of this cycle and move on to a higher situation. I just feel like maybe her soul's not necessarily at rest either, because I just feel like this was like not the best decision. Like there's something about not making the best decision that's really bothering her, because this is not the outcome that she wanted to happen. I feel like there is like a reiteration about this. It's not the way this is supposed to happen. This is not the outcome. This is not the scenario that she thought was going to play out, really. You have this Five of Swords, okay? And the Five of Swords is always about someone. The Five of Swords is about somebody like overcoming a situation, okay? Kind of like, it's usually to me winning at all costs, okay? No matter what the circumstance, or no matter how much you hurt someone, or no matter what you do to other people, the Five of Swords is always being able to come up on top, no matter, to what expense that you put someone else at, right? So this is just that Five of Swords energy, and I feel like I'm just gonna connect it to the male energy that's in this spread, because the Five of Swords and the Devil card are the only two male pieces in this spread right now. So this Devil card and this Five of Swords are the same person. This person who not necessarily really showed exactly who they were and what their true intentions were. This is someone who is very manipulative and like tries to play like mind games, okay? This is someone who tries to play mind games. Then you have the Eight of Cups in reverse, okay? I feel like this is someone who tries to play on someone's emotions, and I kind of feel like This is someone who like seeks out certain individuals that he feels that as if though he can kind of manipulate in that way. People who are probably just kind of a little bit more vulnerable, and not really completely healed. Like there's something about like the pattern of the people that he picks. I just feel like there's something missing with these individuals, and I don't know if it's not being completely healed or what it is, but I just know that this person that's him that she went on a date with, there's something here about the people that he picks, okay, and there's some sort of pattern there. Asia Maynard, give me one more card to represent the circumstances leading up to your death. One more. And this Two of Pentacles, it comes up. I just feel like they're not being able to control the situation or handle the situation. So whatever was going on here, I feel like she got herself in a situation to where she could no longer handle what was going on around her. But I definitely feel like this guy, because all the cards here, really, seriously, are nothing but, there's nothing but women here, except for the Five of Swords and this Devil card. So I can only assume, okay, that this is the person that she went on a date with, because all these other cards are females, okay? All these other cards are females. So this is all her energy, and this Five of Wands is in reverse. There is some sort of argument that happened here, okay? And this Five of Wands, I don't know if you can really look at it. There's a mixture of male and female energy in this card, okay? So there was some sort of conflict between the two. Okay. So anyways, let's move on. All right, so let's see. So I believe Asia got a hold of her sister. I'm not sure what time. Let me see if I can pull that up. Sorry, you guys. Give me 1 second. I kind of want to see something here. Okay, so I guess her sister called her around 10:30 or 11 o'clock and said, hey, I met a new friend. I'm going on a date. I'll come by tomorrow. This is from her sister, Tara. Okay. Let me make sure I got that name right. Sorry, I'm reading this article here. Yeah, Tara. I believe that's how you say it. Tara Maynard, okay? Says she received a phone call from her sister around 10:30, 11. I believe that's the right time. But either way, Asia Maynard, what happened after, if you guys hear some noise, my cat is like really trying to hunt down some balls that are here on the floor. All right, so Asia Maynard, what happened after you hung up the phone with your sister when you were on the date with this guy? What's his name? Isaiah. What the hell is his name? Isaiah James Crown. Okay, Asia Maynard. What happened after you hung up the phone with your sister. Asia Maynard, what happened after you hung up the phone with your sister? All right, so we have the Four of Swords here. Let's see, the Wheel. I feel like the Wheel is the Wheel of Fortune, okay? Okay, then you have the Page of Wands. Let me pull from the top here. You have the Queen of Wands. Okay, so this is not necessarily somebody who was in control, okay? There is something about this sleeping position. I don't know if this is like being intoxicated or being under the influence or something, okay? But the Four of Swords talks about sleeping, or it could be something about being impaired, okay? Sleeping or being impaired. It doesn't necessarily have to be drugs, but it could be some sort of intoxication or some sort of situation, okay? That's what I'm getting from this. God. So the Wheel of Fortune here is in the reverse. Okay, I feel like there was a change of energy or change of events for the worse after this. Okay, then you have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands, to me in this situation, talks about DICK energy. This to me, this is like sex oriented. Okay. And that's kind of what I'm kind of getting out of this situation. I feel like there was some sort of sex involved, or there was wanting of some sort of sex being involved. And the Queen of Wands is in reverse, so someone wasn't necessarily in their own power, or this is someone who just really wasn't in a place of power, because the Queen of Wands, this is someone who is very powerful and able to have anything they want to happen. So I just don't feel like this person was in a place to where they could really manipulate the situation or change the situation. They weren't in a place of power or weren't in a place of strength to do so, okay? Is this something about not being in the right frame of mind to be able to control the situation, because the situation took a turn for the worse. The Wheel of Fortune is about, things moving in the right direction, but in the reverse, just think about a wheel or a tire, right? Tire going forward, that's the Wheel of Fortune upright. The tire going backwards, that's the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. There is something about a change of circumstances or a change of environment, or it could even be like a slowing down of the mind, right? It could be a couple of different things, but that's just kind of what I'm picking up off this energy. And in this Page of Wands, I just feel like it has to do with, I feel like it has to do with sex, okay? Because it's really weird, because you have this Page of Wands here, and then you have the Queen of Wands in reverse, okay? And both of these cards are in reverse, and both of them has wands in their hands, okay? I just feel like whatever happened here, there was no control over like what happened next, okay? So I don't know what kind of frame of mind this person was in, but they just didn't have any control over the situation. You also have this Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is also in reverse, okay? And then you have the King of Wands as well. Somebody, I feel like either somebody or both of these parties weren't in the right frame of mind, okay? There's some sort of loss of control of what's happening here. And it's on both parties, because you have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands both in reverse, okay? There's some sort of not being in a place of control, and this could have to do with being under the influence. It doesn't have to be drugs. It could just be alcohol from having a good time. Okay. Asia Maynard, what happened after you hung up the phone with your sister? Okay, so here's this Five of Wands again. This Five of Wands is in reverse, okay? I just feel like there was some sort of conflict or some sort of like argument, okay? There was some sort of conflict that wasn't resolved. There's some sort of conflict, okay? Some sort of like tussle, some sort of conflict here between the two. Asia Maynard. Sorry, too many cards. Here, this Justice card in reverse. Okay, something. I feel like after this conflict or something, or whatever happened here. Okay, this ain't even right. Okay, so you have this. Okay, so the Death card came up after this Justice card. So you have this Death card here. And the Death card is upright, okay? So something in between this time, after she got off the phone with her sister, this is when the energy of the situation started to change, okay? And I'm not sure if I just feel like maybe both of these parties weren't necessarily in their right mind, but I also feel like there was some sort of conflict involved as well. Whatever happened here, this wasn't moving in the right direction, okay? So this was already headed down a spiral, okay? Because I'm just looking at this Wheel of Fortune card. It's in reverse, so it wasn't really going down the right path. And then so I just noticed this dice around this person's neck. And you know, rolling the dice, that's almost like a game of chance, you know what I mean? And this is almost like the same situation here. This situation of a game of chance, and I just kind of feel like that's kind of what this scenario was about. And I kind of feel, you know, really bad about this because I really don't feel like this was intentional for her or on her part. Like, I just don't think that she intended for this to happen. And you have Two of Pentacles. I just feel like someone, but I feel like this is her energy. I just feel like there was some sort of loss of control about what was going on here. Okay, there was some sort of loss of control of what is going on here. And I feel like whatever happened kind of happened rather quickly. Because you have this Knight of Swords here. I feel like whatever happened rather quickly. And then after that, you have this Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is all about endings, okay, and going on to the next cycle. So whatever, this is kind of what has happened here, okay. It was just like a spiral of events after she got off the phone with her sister, and things just kind of spiraled out of control and just kind of got out of hand. And definitely, I just don't feel like Asia was in the right mind frame to really control the situation. And I just feel like it was just a bad judgment call. This is not where, you know, this is not where she wanted to be. This is not what she signed up for. This is not what was supposed to happen. And then here again, you know, this is all her energy except for these two cards. So you have the King of Wands. Then you have the Knight of Swords. And crazy enough, the Knight of Swords, you can't see him at all. All you see is his back. All you see is his back, and he's trying to get out of the situation and move forward. So whatever was in the scene prior to this, we don't see it. We just see him run into his vehicle, trying to get away or trying to get out of this situation. And it must be something because he's running, right? He's running, trying to get away from whatever was in the scene prior to this card. And then the Ten of Swords is about endings. In the original deck, it's someone laying on the ground, cloaked. You don't see their face, and there's 10 swords in their back. And that is end of a cycle, moving on to something else, okay? So, we'll move on from that. Now let's pull some cards. What's this guy's name? I think I said it. Isaiah James Crown. Isaiah James Crown. Isaiah James Crown. Show me your energy, please. Isaiah. Sorry. I'm trying not to keep repeating this. Bear with me, y'all. Just bear with me. Isaiah James Crown. Show me your energy. Alright, so you have 8 of Swords, okay? And then you have the, what is this? Page of Cups in reverse, okay? This is definitely somebody who is super childish, okay? This is someone who is naive. So this is someone who's childish. This is someone who is not necessarily emotionally developed, and nor is it someone who is wanting to have some sort of emotional relationship. This is someone who I'm hearing in my head hit it and quit it, or like comes in like very, very quickly with charm and everything, and then somewhere in between like turns it off, gets what he wants, turns it off, and then like goes a separate way. So at the bottom of the deck you have this 3 of Swords right here. I really do feel like he plays on people who are emotionally available. Emotionally, God, that came out so wrong. I feel like he plays on people, yeah, emotionally available, or like overly open, you know what I mean? Overly inviting, people who are just too nice, or people who kind of need a little extra emotionally. I just kind of feel like this is a type of person that he is. Like, he is not someone to date for like a long period of time. Like, if you just want to have a good time with this guy, not saying that he's the type of person to have a good time with, but I just feel like that's his energy. Like, he doesn't really, this is not someone to be with like long term. He doesn't have that stability, because you have the Chariot card here. This is someone who is really like the hit it and quit it type and moves on, to be honest. And I feel like he plays on people's emotions, people who are vulnerable, people who are not necessarily emotionally healed, or who are emotionally all together, okay? Like, he plays on these type of people who need some sort of like attention. Show me Isaiah, what is his name? Shit. Show me Isaiah's energy. Isaiah Crown. Show me his energy, please. Isaiah Crown. Show me his energy. Five of Cups. The Sun. I honestly feel like in so many ways, I feel like this cycle or just something about him, it follows him. Okay, this is um a scenario that follows him. Like this is like, okay, he's created a pattern for himself. Okay, there's a pattern here. There's a pattern in his behavior. There's a pattern in the people he chooses. There's a pattern and how things play out around him. Okay, so just pay attention to that situation. There is some sort of there's like just a dark cloud that really hovers over him. Okay, and it is not a good one. Okay, not a good one, because you have this Judgment card here. Next to it, you have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is always about loss, okay? Someone who has lost something, and it's an emotional loss, okay? This person they can't necessarily see, what they have left. They only see what they are without, okay? And this is the type of people he kind of like preys on or something of that nature. Then you have the Sun in reverse. The Sun usually it's about success, but this is like not being successful, okay? This is like a draining of energy, or a draining of life, or draining someone's life force. Okay, this is a pattern, okay? This is someone with a pattern, a destructive pattern that surrounds them. It follows them. Like, I don't know if this is intentional or what, but there is some sort of destructive pattern behind this, okay? Okay. Give me more information surrounding Isaiah's energy. Give me more information surrounding Isaiah's energy. 2 more shuffles. Give me more information surrounding Isaiah's energy. Okay, this Hierophant, I keep seeing that. Okay, there is something, this energy follows him, okay? I don't really like this hand that he's been dealt. Like, it's really not a good one, because you have the Six of Wands. 6 of Wands is all about being successful, and it's all about people surrounding you that are like proud of you or supporting you, okay? And to me, the 6 of Wands is like a lack of support, okay? A lack of success, a lack of growth, there's a lack of, okay, of success around him. There's nothing but sadness and destruction, heartbreak that surrounds this person. So this is not a person that you really want to invest any energy into. It's almost like whatever here, this is like a sucking of life force energy, and I don't know if this is intentional or what the fuck this is, but this is not someone that I would necessarily want to be around, okay? This is someone who, I don't know, don't like it. Because the 6 of Wands is like my resurrection card, okay? The resurrection card is in reverse. When you don't resurrect, that means death to me, okay? You have the Sun card. The Sun is about life and vitality. If it's in reverse, that's a sucking of life and vitality to me. You have the 5 of Cups. This is sadness. This is something, this is emotion. This is like something being drained out of you, okay? This is the energy that's surrounding this man, okay? You have the 3 of Swords, okay? What the fuck is this? You got the Tower here. What the fuck is all of this, you guys? The Judgment, okay? And the original deck, this is nothing but people coming out their coffins and shit, okay? There is a lot of death and shit that surrounds him, and I don't know what the fuck that's about. I don't know what the fuck that's about. It could be someone, this Hierophant card, I don't know. There's something about this Hierophant card. I saw this a couple of times when I'm shuffling, and I'm not sure if anybody's looking at this pattern that's around him, but there is a fucking pattern around this guy. There is a fucking pattern around this guy, and it's not a good one. It's not a good one. I don't know. I just feel really bad because I just don't feel like this is a situation that Asia really at all saw herself getting into. I think that it was like, you know, she really wanted to have a good time. There's something missing in her life, and I feel like love is what was missing in her life. It's some sort of type of affection. I know she had kids and everything, but it's not the same. You know what I mean? It's not the same affection that you get with someone one-on-one from the opposite sex. You know, I just feel like she wanted to go out and have a good time, and I just don't think that she saw this coming. And I don't know, I kind of feel bad because I don't feel like this is right. Here's that Three of Swords energy. Okay. Here's this King of Cups here. This is someone who's manipulating heartbroken people, or people who are not. I don't want to say heartbroken because I don't want to put this in like a bad light or put a bad light on her. It's not that. It's just, you know, people who are completely healed from the past. Like, I just feel like he feeds off of those type of people. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. I just feel like there's some odd, like, some very odd behavior here. Okay. What kind of question did I? Let me pull these back. Will the family receive justice for Asia Maynard? Will the family receive any type of justice for Asia Maynard? Will the family receive any type of justice for Asia Maynard? Alright, Okay, I feel like there's someone trying to cover up a situation here. There's somebody trying to cover up a situation here. I don't know if there's people surrounding this person who is talking or who has said something, but there's definitely someone trying to get away. Okay, and it's like they're leaving trails all behind them. Okay, and then you see this crow right here just squawking away with his mouth wide open. Somebody is talking. Okay, and then there's the moon or the sun or some shit shining a spotlight right on his hand, right on his ass. This is like someone getting caught red-handed or having the trail that they've left behind them. Someone's seeing this pattern, okay? It's not that people aren't seeing this pattern. Someone's seeing this pattern. Somebody is seeing this pattern. So you got the Six of Pentacles here. I don't know if there's some sort of money involved, okay? Let me see something. I don't see it here. In the other deck, originally, there's like one person getting money, and then the other person has some sort of scale of justice over their head. Here, I don't see this. This right here, I just see one hand out receiving money, and the other hand giving money. So let me just see. Will the family receive justice on this situation? This could be the family trying to collect money. Okay, this could be the family trying to collect money to aid them in their endeavors. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Asia Maynard, will your family good Lord, you guys, get justice for your death? They're working on it. I feel like they're working on it. they're working on it. Okay, there's some money being collected that's gonna go towards this. Okay, there's money being collected that's going towards this. The world. Let's see. The Ace of Cups here. Okay. So there is money being collected to go towards this effort. I do feel like there's going to be some sort of expression, or they're going to be able to express their concerns, or there's just going to be some sort of there's going to be some opportunity for them to get the word out, to get some expression out there. Okay. It just depends on how far this is going to go. I don't know. Asia, will your family get justice for your death? Will your family get justice for your death? Okay, what is this? Okay, there are going to be opportunities, okay? There are going to be some opportunities here. There really, really are, okay? There's going to be opportunities. I feel like they're currently collecting money to work towards this endeavor to bring this situation to a close, to bring this to a head, okay? There are going to be some opportunities for them to be able to express how they're feeling, express what's on their mind, and get the word out there. There's going to be some sort of opportunity to do so, okay? And then right here you have the Judgment card. There may be some sort of resolution to this. How much of it, I'm not sure. But I just feel like somebody is working towards this. Somebody's collecting money or trying to build up the money or whatever the case may be towards this situation. Asia Maynard, will your family be able to get some sort of justice? The Moon card. The Moon card is all about finding out secrets, okay? The Moon card is all about revealing some shit, okay? And then where else do we see the Moon in this spread? Where else do we see the Moon? We see the Moon in the Seven of Swords, okay? Finding out some shit. You got the Moon right here after the Judgment card. It comes after the Judgment card. And the Judgment card comes after this Ace of Cups and this Ace of Wands. So there could be some sort of uncovering of information, okay? There could be some source of covering up information. And once again, I mean, I haven't drew the last three cards, but what I'm seeing here, okay, there is only one male card in this spread, okay? Give me three more cards. Asia Maynard, will there be justice? Will there be justice? I feel like they're going to find ways to keep this story going, to keep this story out there. And I just feel like there's going to be outlets for such thing, okay? And I feel like there's going to be more than one person working on this situation, okay? Asia Maynard, give me two more cards, please. Give me two more cards. Okay. Okay, I honestly feel, you know what I mean, there has to be some sort of resolution to some degree, because, and I feel like she wants some resolution to some degree, because you have this Queen of the Queen of Cups. This Queen of Cups has showed up quite frequently throughout this spread, okay, and this is Asia's energy. This is someone who is a very emotional person, okay. And this is someone who is a very giving person emotionally. You know, she's not like, she's just a very emotionally giving person. And this is probably someone that you could come talk to, come a shoulder to cry on. This is the type of person that she is, okay? This is why she keeps being represented as this Queen of Cups energy. She's a very giving person, a very emotional person. And then next to it is this Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles upright is about being able to get yourself out of a situation that's not really going anywhere. Okay, the keys on the ground, or the keys right next to the door. And once you put this key in this door, it opens up and you get to walk through it. You get to ascend, okay? And I feel like with them being able to get some sort of justice, or if her story is able to get told, or her story is able to get spread, then she's able to kind of ascend or go higher on her spiritual journey, you know, on the other side. There's some, because I just feel like, you know, I just feel like right now, I just feel like there's some sort of, I just don't feel like she's really at peace, because I just don't feel like this is a situation she really thought she would end up in. You know what I mean? I just feel like she had so much more going for her, and if she would have made a different decision, it would have been a different outcome. And I just don't feel like this is where she thought she would end up at, okay? So I just don't think this is necessarily something natural, okay? This is something outside of a natural cause of death, okay? Whether that may be drugs are involved, or some sort of argument, or it could have been a physical argument, but I just feel like there's some sort of not really necessarily thinking correctly on either party's end. So I don't know what really happened here, but that's the reading. I'm gonna leave it where it is. Tell me what you guys think, and I will catch you all in another video.